Now, in today's video, we're going to talk about the mysterious 747 ASB and why it sadly never happened. Yes, everybody, it is true. We all love the Boeing 747, the queen of the sky. This right here is the 747-200, the variant that was introduced in 1971. As you can see, it's quite vintage and outdated by today's standards. Yet this plane flew for the first time just a year after the original 747 was introduced, the 100 variant in 1970. Well, we all know the success of the Boeing 747. But everybody, by the 1970s, it was clear that the 747 would have some competition in the market. I mean, we all know the McDonnell Douglas DC-10 or the TriStar by Lockheed, the L-1011, all planes that we have talked a bunch about. Yeah, they came out in the early 70s as well, and the 747 really did serve a different market with its huge size. Yes, it was very long range, a wide body airliner, but of course, Boeing thought, guys, we need to compete with the DC-10. Let's maybe make a special variant of the 747 that can do that. And only 5 years later, in 1975, they introduced the Boeing 747 SP. Very strange looking aircraft. Take a look at the size. We still have the beautiful JTD engines and the pretty thick wing here. And what that does is save a little bit of weight while increasing the performance. Again, it's called Special Performance 747. This 747, though, is not too realistic of a model here in the X-Plane Flight Simulator, because this is definitely not what the 747 SP cockpit looked like. No, it rather looked like our first plane, very outdated, which is definitely one of many reasons you don't really see this plane fly around anymore. Yes, worldwide, there are only 3 747 SPs flying, one for Las Vegas Casino, Las Vegas Sands, and the 2 other 747 SPs are flying for Pratt & Whitney Canada as an engine test bed. I mean, we already talked about Pratt & Whitney making very interesting looks out of aircraft by attaching engines to test them. Let's maybe take off with this plane again in Special Performance. We do have a slightly reduced weight. That's not bad. This is kind of like a super performance 747. This was the highest flying airliner ever, and we can take it off from this short runway. Hey, take a look at that. Very, very nicely done. Beautiful. And we can put the landing gear up. But one thing about this plane is definitely that it was a big failure, or at least people tend to believe only 45 of these were built to begin with. There are several factors why that happened. You know, in summary, you can just say that this plane just wasn't efficient enough to actually compete with the DC-10. I mean, we have got 4 engines, all of which eat a lot of fuel. We've got pretty much an unchanged wing of the 747, which makes this airplane still quite heavy compared to the other airplanes. And, you know, this plane was just made for a strange market because you've got the same operating costs as the 747, but cannot carry around as many passengers. Which, actually, they could have thought of that sooner. But everybody, the plane that we're talking about today, the 747 ASB, would have happened if this plane was perhaps more successful, because it would have been the follow-up model. And we can definitely see that here now. The cockpit actually fit because it would have actually featured the cockpit of the 747-400. And let me tell you, if they actually realized this plane, they would probably see short 747s flying around still. Yes, Boeing announced plans to actually make this airplane in 1986, but just like the 747 SP, they kind of already knew that it was going to fail. No airlines were actually interested in this kind of variant of the 747. Making it shorter just didn't make too much sense for them. But yes, by the way, the ASB stands for Advanced Short Body. Let's maybe see if it's got advanced performance. I mean, we do save a lot of weight. So come on, let's maybe try to do this and take off right now. Full power into the 747 engines. I mean, we are still a relatively heavy airplane, 265,000 kilograms. But come on, the 747 was never really bad in terms of performance either. So come on, we are already at 80 knots. There we go. Take a look at that beautiful one. We are able to take off in 3, 2, 1. Please do it. Overrun. Come on, that's a very short runway. Take a look at that. The mini jumbo is now in the skies. What a shame we never got to see it in real life. Again, we would probably see some of those flying around still. I mean, to be honest though, if they hadn't scrapped the airplane, then we probably wouldn't see the 777 by Boeing as it is today, because once again, instead of putting resources in building this airplane, they developed the 777, a whole other design of airplane that served a whole other market, which actually did turn out to make sense. Come on, maybe this double-decker design with 4 engines just isn't very future-proof. You know, I understand. Let's maybe see if we can land here. This is a 700-meter long runway. Oh, I forgot that we're on a double-decker. I landed a little early. That's fine. Let's maybe see if we can stop sooner now. Perfect. That's worked very, very well. I mean, come on, we talked about the stall capabilities of the 747 SP variant already. Here we go. Okay, a bit of a hard landing. Let's maybe see how much this plane can stop. There we go. Come on, give it all you got. Oh no, that's not gone very well. I actually both full power here instead of reverse thrust. But there we go. We've still stopped. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, we may be able to land down here. This is St. Bartholomew's Airport runway. I think we can stop. After all, this is the advanced short body, not a normal one. Come on, we should be able to do this. Spoilers are out all the way. Very beautiful. We have these beautiful winglets right here. Very nicely looking airplane with very shiny instruments that don't really make too much sense, but this is great. Let's maybe try to see if we can land. All right.
Sync rate.
All right, no, that's no way going to work, right? All right, time to use all your special performance that you, please just stop. No, you're not stopping. All right. We might have taken it a little bit too far, and we've crashed completely. Rest in peace. No, flying to this small island isn't very possible. St. Barth's. Maybe from the other side. All right. Beautiful. Come on, why does it bounce so much? Stop that bounce. Why? Oh, it's not going to work. We're not going to stop, right, are we? We are not stopping, are we? You are not planning on doing that, are you? Are we? Am I stopping? Yes, but... All right, never mind. We are stopping. This has worked out perfectly fine, although we might need some service. Great. I mean, you could fly at the highest service ceiling ever on an airliner on a very, very, very long flight because of the special performance, and even could land on the runway 28 of St. Bartholomew Island. I don't know if you need this information. Probably not. Yes, it is quite a shame that the short 747s really never were successful. Just like in general, the whole 747 range becoming more and more outdated in today's standard. You know, as most passenger airlines have already started scrapping this plane like years ago. So live long and farewell, dear 747 ASB, which never happened. So everybody, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, good night. Holy moly, that's been hard. That's been genuinely one of the hardest landings I've done in a while. Holy moly. No, reverse thrust. By the way, we've stopped. Great. And a special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters. Guns Killer, R27, James Duram, That Dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijitsu Finer, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New the York. You've got beautiful names.